Ever felt that spark with someone and you can't quite put your finger on why? That magnetic pull that seems to happen almost instantly? We're often told it's just a mystery, a matter of chemistry or luck. But what if it's also a silent language? A language her body understands long before her mind has time to process it. What if that feeling isn't entirely a choice? As a woman, I can tell you, that initial feeling of attraction is a powerful gut-level reaction. It's a program that runs deep, shaped by millions of years of evolution to answer one question: who is the best partner for survival? Today, I'm here to pull back the curtain for you. Think of me as your translator. We're going to decode 5 of these deep biological signals, you could even call them glitches in the modern dating world, that can create that undeniable pull she can't always explain. This isn't about feeding you pickup lines or cheap tricks. It's about giving you the clarity you deserve. This is your secret playbook, coming directly from the source. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding the science of what women truly respond to, pay close attention. The first signal challenges everything you think you know about making a first impression. The first signal is all about what I call calm confidence. Now, before you jump to conclusions, let's be clear. This is not about being aggressive, arrogant, or a jerk. In fact, true confidence is the opposite of that. It's a quiet, controlled energy that tells the world you're comfortable in your own skin. Here's why this can be a signal. From an evolutionary standpoint, a woman's brain has ancient circuits that are always scanning for a partner who signals status and the ability to protect. A man who carries himself with this calm authority is perceived as someone who can handle challenges and create a stable, safe environment. While we now live with smartphones and social media, her primal brain hasn't quite gotten the memo. It's still looking for those same deep cues. So, how do you broadcast this signal authentically? It's not about what you say, it's what you don't say. It comes down to 3 key areas. First, your posture. A confident posture is open and expansive. Stop hunching over your phone. Stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, and hold your head high. When you sit, don't be afraid to take up a little space. Drape an arm over the chair next to you. This open body language doesn't just project confidence to others. It actually creates a feedback loop in your own brain, making you feel more dominant and self-assured. Second, your movement. Powerful people move with purpose. Their movements are slower, more deliberate, and less hurried. Rushing signals, anxiety, and a lack of control. So, slow down. When you walk, walk with a destination. When you reach for a drink, make it a smooth, controlled motion. Eliminate that nervous, fidgety energy. Stillness is a power move. It communicates that you are the rock, not the leaf being tossed around in the wind. Third, your voice. Research has shown that women are often more attracted to men with deeper vocal tones, as it's a subconscious signal of maturity. But it's not just about pitch. You have to stop ending your sentences with a higher inflection, which makes you sound like you're asking a question. That's called upspeak, and it kills any sense of authority. Instead, end your sentences with a firm, downward tone, and embrace the pause. You don't need to fill every moment of silence. Pausing gives your words weight and makes people lean in. It's a shift from the baseline of nervous chatter, and that's what we're looking for. The second signal is what I call your body's unspoken resume. At its core, attraction is partly a mechanism for genetic quality control. Over millennia, our brains have become very good at picking up on subtle cues that broadcast health, vitality, and strong genes. Think of your body as a living resume, and she is subconsciously scanning it for your fitness for the job. This isn't about looking like a supermodel. It's about broadcasting the markers of health that are deeply evolutionarily attractive. The science here is fascinating. Traits we consider masculine, like a strong jawline and broader shoulders, are linked to testosterone. The immunocompetence handicap hypothesis suggests that only a genuinely healthy man can afford the biological cost of high testosterone. So, Those masculine features act as an honest signal that he has great genes. It's a biological flex. Another powerful trigger is the V-taper, wider shoulders and a narrower waist. Why? It's a visual cue for upper body strength, which historically signaled a man's ability to hunt and protect. So how do you build your own unspoken resume? This is where self-improvement directly translates into attraction. First, focus on that V-taper. This is a cornerstone of the physically attractive male form. You want to prioritize exercises that build your shoulders and back, like pull-ups and overhead presses. At the same time, maintaining a healthy body fat percentage will keep your waist trim. This combination is a primal signal of masculinity you can literally build in the gym. Second, pay attention to your face. You can't change your bone structure, but you can change how it's presented. Lowering your body fat will make your jawline and cheekbones look more defined and chiseled. This is often the single biggest improvement a man can make. Also, take care of your skin. It's simple. Use a cleanser, a moisturizer, and sunscreen. Healthy skin sends a powerful signal of youth and vitality. Third, stand tall. Your posture is the frame for your physique. You can have a great body, but if you're hunched over, you cancel out its impact. Standing straight with your shoulders back makes you look more confident and instantly makes that V-taper more obvious. You're not just getting in shape, you are systematically upgrading your biological resume to broadcast strength and vitality. The third signal is one of the most powerful because it's so unexpected. I call it the intrigue spike. Have you ever felt that sudden jolt of awareness when a certain person walks into a room? An almost electric charge that makes you sit up and take notice? That's a physiological arousal spike, and if you can learn to create that experience for a woman, you become instantly compelling. Here's why this can be a signal. Some research suggests that for women, a sudden spike in physiological arousal, a faster heartbeat, a rush of adrenaline, can actually be a cause of attraction, not just a result of it. A man who is imposing or larger than life can trigger a dual response in her primal brain. Is he a danger? And is he an opportunity? That little flicker of ambiguity is incredibly magnetic. It forces her to focus on you. Now, this is not about being loud, obnoxious, or a show-off. That's the low-level, amateur way of getting attention. The intrigue spike is about presence. First, master your entrance. Don't slink into a room. Walk in with purpose, scan the room calmly, and project confidence. The goal is to create a small ripple in the energy of the space. You're not desperately seeking attention. You are calmly assuming it. Second, use powerful, unwavering eye contact. When you see a woman you're interested in, catch her eye and hold it for just a beat longer than is normally comfortable. Then, a small, knowing smile before you look away. This simple act can create a massive intrigue spike. It's bold, it singles her out, and it creates a private bubble between you two. It's a nonverbal challenge that says, I see you and I am not intimidated. Her heart rate will likely increase, and her mind will be consumed with the question, who is that? Third, embrace spontaneity. Women are often drawn to men who are decisive and even a little adventurous because it signals confidence and an ability to acquire resources. Be the man who suggests a spontaneous plan or makes a bold decision. When you become the source of exciting, unpredictable emotions, she starts to associate you with the feeling of excitement itself. You become an adventure, and that is far more compelling than being safe and predictable. By the way, if you're finding this deep dive into the psychology of attraction valuable, and you want more science-backed strategies, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. The knowledge you're getting here is your first step toward empowerment, and I want to make sure you don't miss what's coming next. Now, let's get to signal number 4, which is one of the most surprisingly powerful physical cues. The fourth signal is something many men are intensely aware of, but few understand on this level. Let's call it the protector instinct. Now, Before you think this is just about being tall, let's be clear. This is about leveraging the perception of size and what it signals to her primal brain. Safety. The science here is pretty direct. Height is a primitive cue for physical dominance. Throughout much of human history, a taller man was often a better fighter and a more formidable protector. This association is so deeply embedded that standing next to a man who is significantly larger can make a woman feel more protected. It's not necessarily a shallow preference. For many, it's a hardwired instinct for safety. But here's the crucial point most guys miss. It's not just about the raw measurement, it's about the physical difference between you and her. And you have more control over that than you think. Even if you're not 6'5", you can still powerfully activate this instinct. First, perfect your posture. This is the most important factor you can control. Standing up straight can instantly add an inch to your perceived height, but more importantly, it projects confidence and dominance. When you slouch, you are literally making yourself smaller. Claim your full stature. Second, use your environment strategically. When you're standing and talking to a woman who is sitting, you naturally activate this dynamic. When walking together, taking the side of the curb closer to the street is a classic move rooted in the instinct to protect. In a crowded room, gently position yourself as a shield between her and the crowd. These actions subconsciously reinforce the protector dynamic. You're using your body to create a safe space for her. Third, build your physique to maximize your perceived size. As we discussed with the unspoken resume, building your shoulder and back muscles creates a wider frame and enhances that V-taper. A man with a powerful upper body will appear more formidable than a taller man with a slight frame. You are changing your body's ratio to amplify your presence. The goal is to stop worrying about a number and start embodying the archetype of the protector. This fifth and final signal is the most invisible, yet it's potentially one of the most profound. I call it the invisible chemistry, and it operates through scent. This isn't about cologne. This is about the unique chemical signature your body broadcasts, which a woman may be able to read on a deep genetic level. The science here is absolutely fascinating and centered on a group of genes known as the major histocompatibility complex, or MHC. These genes are a key part of your immune system. Here's where it gets mind-blowing. Some research suggests that these same genes influence your unique body odor, and that women may be subconsciously attracted to the scent of men whose MHC genes are different from their own. From an evolutionary standpoint, the theory makes perfect sense. Mating with a partner with different immune system genes could give your offspring a more diverse toolkit to fight off diseases, increasing their chances of survival. While the science on human pheromones is still being explored and isn't fully settled, the idea that our natural scent plays a role in compatibility is powerful. It might be why a woman says she feels chemistry with one man and not another. Part of that could literally be chemistry. So, how do you work with this biological signal instead of against it? First, prioritize your internal health. Your scent is a direct reflection of what's happening inside you. A clean diet rich in fruits and vegetables leads to a cleaner natural scent. Think of your body as a brewery. The quality of the ingredients determines the quality of the final product. Second, manage your hygiene intelligently. The goal is not to eliminate all scent. It's to remove the bad bacteria that cause odor while allowing your natural signature to come through. Use a quality, non-overpowering soap, and consider a lightly scented deodorant instead of a heavy antiperspirant that blocks everything. Third, use cologne as an amplifier, not a cover-up. A huge mistake is dousing yourself in cologne to hide bad hygiene. Instead, think of it as the final touch. 1 or 2 sprays on pulse points. The scent should be discovered, not announced. It should merge with your natural scent, not mask it. By managing your health and hygiene, you allow that invisible force of chemistry to work in your favor. So, there you have it. 5 deep signals that can bypass a woman's logical brain and speak directly to her primal instincts. We've covered the language of calm confidence, the unspoken resume of your health, the intrigue spike that creates magnetic focus, the protector instinct, and finally, the invisible chemistry of scent. What connects all of these is a powerful truth. Attraction is often a response, not just a conscious choice. It's a program that has been running in our species for hundreds of thousands of years, finely tuned to identify health, strength, and security. The world will tell you to focus on what to say or what you own, but those things are on the surface. The signals we talked about today are fundamental. By understanding these principles, you stop playing the guessing game. This isn't about manipulation, it's about alignment. It's about becoming the stronger, healthier, more confident man that her biology is already searching for. The journey to becoming a more attractive man is really a journey of self-improvement. Each of these signals is a call to become a stronger version of yourself. If you're ready to continue that journey, check out the video on the screen called The 3 Body Language Hacks That Instantly Signal High Status. It's the perfect next step. What was the most surprising signal you learned about today? Drop it in the comments below. I read them all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.